Today, got another tobacco review. I know it's been a couple weeks since my last video, but I was away on work for a while and been busy, basically just busy doing work and duck hunting and stuff like that. So, figured I'd take a little time and do another video for you guys tonight. Sorry about all the tobacco reviews, but it just seems like what I got to do right now. I got a lot of tobacco that I'm smoking, a lot of different blends and things, and so kind of it just seems to work out like that. So tonight I have a little bit of that Smokingpipes 20th anniversary XX Flake Dark. Now, I meant to look it up because I could have swore that this stuff had Kentucky in it. And I meant to look it up and before I started the video, and then I forgot, and I don't want to stop the video now and look it up. But I could have swore I saw somewhere where it had a little bit of Kentucky in it. However, the tin just says it's got stoved and unstoved red Virginias, bright leaf, and 18-year-old perique. So I don't know if some of that is dark fired Kentucky, like maybe the stoved red Virginias. I don't know if they're calling it stoved red Virginias, but it's actually dark fired or what. But maybe there's no dark fired in it, and I'm just losing my mind. Anyway, I would be shocked if there isn't something else in there. I'm really shook because to me this tobacco does not smoke like a Virginia perique, or at least any Virginia perique I've ever smoked. It smokes like a Virginia perique with a little bit of Kentucky in it. The perique is 18. Well, it says it's 18-year-old perique on the tin, so I don't know. There's a very cigar-like quality to it. Like maybe not like it's overpowered cigar, but just like there's definitely a cigar essence there somewhere. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but we'll just go ahead and talk about it. And never mind if there's Kentucky or isn't Kentucky in it. So today, smoking my Mark Tinsky. This is a Christmas pipe. This one is from Christmas 2011. So this says Christmas 2011 Naked Coral on it. So I'm assuming coral is what he calls his rusticated. And it's a naked pipe, so there was no stain. This pipe wasn't stained. When I got it, this pipe was just the natural briar finish. And you can tell, and that was 10 years ago, maybe even closer to 11 years ago now. And I smoke it quite a bit, like as much as basically any of my other pipes, but it is very, very dark. And you can tell where I hold it as well, because this right here is the darkest place on this pipe, and I hold like basically like that, right? Like put it right in there. So, yeah, it's a cool little pipe. Smokes really good. It's got a nice little amber stem that you can see. That's kind of like a see-through deal. Another little fun thing that happened is I'm talking to a good buddy of mine, Danny, today. He might watch this video, and if you do, Danny, you're welcome for putting you in a video. And the reason why I'm putting you in a video is because I wanted to share with everyone your encouragement that you gave to me today, actually about 10 minutes ago, about my YouTube channel. So a couple months ago, he asked me what was going on. We're good buddies, and I said, I started a YouTube channel, and I'm not sure where it's going to go. We'll see what happens. And I didn't really hear much from him. So I'm talking to him tonight, and he goes, "What's new?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, my YouTube channel is actually kind of doing well. I mean, well enough to where people seem like they're enjoying it, and I want to keep doing it." And he goes, "Yeah, I think you told me about that." And I was like, "Yeah, you never said anything. You never got back to me. Like, told me what you think." He's like, "Yeah, we only had like 2 videos, so I don't know." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the encouragement." Uh, and so I just thought that was kind of funny, and I figured, well, I'll talk about it in the video, and just to maybe embarrass him a little. So shout out to Danny. This video goes out to you because I just talked to you about 10 minutes ago, and I appreciate your encouraging words. Um, yeah, so Smokingpipes, XX Flake Dark. Um, I've smoked all of it. Basically, I got one bowl left. Um, you can probably see it. There's literally, uh, quite literally one bowl left. It's been open for a little while, not too long. Um, the tin note is pretty much what you would expect from a Virginia perique. There's a little bit of vinegar there, a little bit of like a meaty barbecue, like kind of like a vinegary barbecue sauce, which once again I thought might have been Kentucky's. I know I'm gonna drive myself nuts because I'm gonna just keep wanting to talk about Kentucky's in this video or dark fired, but unfortunately, too, this was a limited run. I think they only made 5,000 tins of this. There was another version, which I can't remember the name. I've got a tin or two of. I think it might have just been the XX Flake, and this is the XX Flake Dark. The XX Flake, I think they made another like 5,000 of that also. So, unfortunately, you can't get it anymore. But if you did get it, and you're wondering what someone else thought of it, there you go. I really like it. I do. I really like it. It reminds me of you know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a blend like a English mixture. If you were to remove the Latakia and put dark fired in it, like that's what it reminds me of because it's not like really. It's not smoky in like a campfire or a fireplace smoky. It's smoky in like a smoked meat sort of way, like dark fired, or like sometimes perique can be. And like I say, it's kind of got that. It's kind of got that cigar-like quality. Like I said, maybe that's the perique. Just kind of coming out like a cigar. Um, but it's just not like a normal Virginia perique. It's very interesting. When you think Virginia perique, you at least I have a certain at least parameter of expectations in mind, and this doesn't follow that parameter of expectations at all. This is very different. It's very different. In my opinion, it's very different. I say if you do have a tin of this and you think, well, I want to smoke I want to smoke a Virginia perique, so and you're thinking of like that classically Virginia perique, the Escudos, the luxury bullseye flakes, the deluxe navy rolls, or something in that where it's could be grassy or it could be dark fruity, or I would say maybe if you've got a hankering for something like that, I would say probably not open this tin. But if you've got a hankering for something a little bit different, or something a little bit, to me, it's a little bit heavier than that, a little bit more full than that. Not necessarily in nicotine, but I'm not, I'm not a lightweight and with nicotine at all. I almost never get a buzz, or at least a noticeable buzz, from smoking a pipe. Um, But if you want something a little bit more full body, something with that kind of like barbecued, smoked meat sort of quality, but still in that Virginia perique category, I think this would be good for you. I know Parsimonious Piper, he generally doesn't like Virginia periques because he says he can't taste them. You know, he likes Virginia periques to have some Kentucky in it. Or he likes a little bit something there to kind of you know, punch up the flavor a little bit. I think that something like this would be right up his alley. Unfortunately, like I said, you can't get it. So hopefully, Ethan over Parsimonious Piper, hopefully he's was able to get some at some point. Not a whole lot of fruit sweetness there. You know, the Virginia's just kind of like, it seems like the Virginia's kind of just bring things down a notch. It's earthy, it's woody, it's smoked meat. You know, it's a good tobacco. Another thing it kind of reminds me of, which I'm going to do a review pretty soon on, is Elizabethan mixture. It's kind of like Elizabethan mixture. I would say it's a little bit more full bodied than Elizabethan though. But Elizabethan to me is not very sweet at all. It's very mushroomy, very woody and earthy. Elizabethan, you know, it's not real sweet, not real fruity, and I would say this is like that, but it's just a little bit more punched up, a little bit more full, a little bit, you know, thicker. I guess you know, whatever the verb is that you would want to use, it's a little bit more than Elizabethan. Now, I feel like I'm kind of running a little bit long in this video, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap her up. In terms of hate it, throw it away. I don't like it. I like it and I love it. I don't think I would give it and I love it no matter what. It's not. It doesn't reach that level for me. I think I do like it. The issue of why I like it, but it's not for me, and I'm gonna explain why. I like it because I like the tobacco. It's well blended, good components. You know, obviously, you know, it's a Cornell and Deal produced product, so it's gonna be pretty decent, right? The reason why it's not for me is because you can't get it. You can't buy it anymore. So I think I've got a couple tins of it, and most likely what I'm going to do is I'm just going to forget about that other tin I got for 10, 15, 20 years. And, you know, maybe on their 30th anniversary or something like that, maybe I'll pop the tin or something, but I think I'm going to forget about it. Yeah. So I like it, but it's not for me because I can't buy it anymore. I think if it was out there and it was available, I would buy it, but it probably wouldn't reach like my top 5 bought tobaccos, right? You know, there's certain things which I buy all the time. In terms of if I'm on the site and I'm making an order and there's, you know, some tins of blank available, I will buy at least, you know, 3 or 5 or 10 or however many tins I feel like buying at that time. This would not reach that point for me. So I don't know what that means. Take it for what it's worth. If you've got a tin of it, if you've got a tin of it, I would recommend waiting a couple years to open it. If you've got more than one tin of it, I would say you could open a tin pretty much anytime you want, and then I would save a tin, you know. Do the 10, 20, 30 year thing for me. If you've got a whole bunch of tins, I don't know, maybe you want to save them for 10, 20 years and smoke them or sell them or do whatever you want with them. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. think that's about all I got to say. So I would be looking for more videos. Should be doing a couple more videos here in the next week or two. Because I was kind of slacking for a couple weeks. I know it's been a couple weeks since my last video. Other than that, adios.